Hey y'all. Happy Thursday. Friday Eve, what else y'all call it, whatever. It doesn't matter because it's B Day. Every Thursday, y'all, is B Day. Come on. Now, if that don't get you pumped, if that don't get you excited, I don't know what else could. All right, possibly having a new president. I mean, that could probably get you pumped too. So congratulations, y'all. Y'all went and got y'all a new little president for Christmas. Y'all better go ahead with your bad selves here. I'm not mad at you. Yeah, I am mad at your cousins. Okay? Y'all skin folk that ain't necessarily kin folk here that went ahead and voted that man. It doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Honestly. See how I'm just over it just like that? Why? Because I told you a while ago to just let things go. That being said, we're gonna go back and just do the intro now. Don't just let me jump straight past that. Don't ever. Okay, keep me together. Don't ever let me just hop on past the intro like I don't know no better. Okay, so let me sit back. Okay, bare my loins, get myself and recompose myself. Hello. Welcome and welcome back to another episode of The B Mix right here on BeExposedRadio.com. You already know what Thursday nights at 8 o'clock are for. Stop playing with me. All right, y'all. Sorry. To my first time, I was going to say callers, to my first time listeners and watchers now and viewers, that's the word I was looking for. I'm not that aggressive. Okay. I promise. I'm going to calm down. Okay. I'll be chill. But baby, I'm just excited. I'm happy. Today has been a great day. That's why y'all gonna have to forgive me. That I know I'm finna be all over the place tonight, and y'all just gonna have to bear with it. That's all. Little no Black History Fact. I don't really. Ooh, now I got. Oh, I messed it up, y'all. Y'all seen me all loud? I did a boo boo. There we go. Excuse me. Hey, Buddha in the building. Okay, listen. Don't hype me, y'all. Y'all cannot hype me right now, okay? Definitely don't gas me because y'all know I've already been to the BP, okay? Y'all get that? Did you catch it? Y'all didn't catch it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You already know, but let's remind you what the B Mix is here for. Like, why are we here? What do we do? Who are we here for? Not what, but who are we here for? The me, the unseen, the unheard, the forgotten, whether it be the forgotten part of you or the person that just doesn't belong anywhere. Again, the me. So welcome. Welcome and welcome back. What's going on, y'all? Let me take it. Let me take it back again and just check on y'all real quick before we jump into some stuff tonight. Okay? I want to know what's going on. Y'all all right? Ladies, how y'all feeling? Okay. Fellas, y'all all right? That's my favorite. Okay.
Sorry.
Y'all done got y'all a new president, okay? What now? I know, I just jumped right on into that, didn't I? You wasn't even prepared for that because I was checking on you to see how you were doing before I just slid that on up in there to you like that, like that, because that's my business. All right. Shout out to Aunt Ted. What now? What's going on? What we doing? Y'all thought because y'all got him in here that we just get to just be like, whew. That's it. Just leave it to him. Let him fix it. No, don't leave that on Big Uncle Joe. That's not what we're doing. The work is still here. Okay, it's still on us to do some things, shake some things up. We got to make some noise for us. Okay, I'm not questioning if Uncle Joe is for us. Everybody can have their opinions and all that. We do know what's better off, and I mean much better off than, y'all's technically current president, but we know to put somebody else in there, baby, so I don't even see him. But maybe that's my problem. Side note, I was never one of those people that would get out of a relationship and just jump right into something else. But baby, when I tell you once I was over you, okay? Once it was done. Once it was over, who are you? I don't know what that's about for me. I talked to y'all about that before. Like exes just Lord's still working on me. But yeah, so I don't see y'all's president at all no more now. Like I barely, and I mean barely saw him. Okay, before, but I definitely don't see y'all's president right now. Okay, but that still doesn't. It really doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter because the issues that we had before y'all, got out here and did what y'all was supposed to do. Um, they still exist, right? They didn't go away on the 3rd. No, we didn't even know if we had a new president on the 3rd. So our problems definitely did not go away. 70 million plus people voted for y'all's president to bring them back. Like, not even like, okay, this is the first time, let's fill him out, see what's up with him, check some things out, see what kind of noise he finna make. No, no. After all he has said, after all he has done, and as well as the lack thereof of what he has not done, 70 million plus people wanted him back. What does that tell you? What's that tell you? Child, it don't matter what you fitting to do. Somebody gonna have your back, baby. And even if they don't, what's one thing we can learn from them? Because I'm gonna sit back again. Okay. I'm a firm believer in the fact that there is something to learn from everything and anybody. That's just it. Like there really is. There's something to learn from him. Bro don't care. Okay. He don't care. He does not. He does not. He does not. He does not care, and he does not concern himself with the thoughts of others about him and what he finna do. Hey now, hey morning. With the woo. Yes, woo. He doesn't. So what I've recently learned, that's why I say I'm finna be, probably a little all over the place today. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Okay. Just roll with me and don't judge me. He asked me questions and tune in. Okay. Make sure y'all liking and sharing the show. Definitely make sure y'all done turn your notifications on for every time that we up in this piece, okay? Because you already know, again, Thursdays, 8 o'clock, right here on BigExposedRadio.com. I don't know where else you would be. But, child, I have recently learned that it is okay because I'm a person to care. I care, baby, I care. When I care deep, okay? I mean, deep, wade in the water deep, okay? I'm deep. Okay, I cares. Okay, like I cur. Ain't that how they say it? Oh, whatever. But I did not know for so long. I'm, a few days old to this of the significance and the importance and the benefits of separating and distinguishing between caring and concern. They're two different words for a reason, right? Like they both equally exist in the dictionary, right? Shout out to Webster's, okay? He been busting us over the head with words for a long time, right? They're both in the dictionary. Like we know that they're, synonymous, right? I'm saying that now because of like what I feel like I've come across, but I'm sorry, y'all. I just got a work email, and I know they know. They know. And now I might send out late emails, but I don't know why they would think. Okay, the disrespect. Moving on. But I've recently learned, right, that, and this is literally from my own current experience of, getting my story out and getting it down. Oh, see, that was that work email. Sorry, y'all, if y'all heard that. That's my bad. And so I had to get to a place. This was literally on my virtual therapy session, right, this week. And now I see her. I'm saying now, but it's my second session I've had throughout the whole COVID. Like the first session I had was just a month ago, and so all the time beforehand, y'all work to get to a place. I'm never talking you out of seeking therapy, but baby, work to get to a place where you can deal with the whole world pandemic, all of what that entails, along with just everything else that could possibly be and even go wrong, and have done so much work on self that even that doesn't impact you to the point where you are back to ground zero, where you are completely falling apart. Clearly, I was so together enough that, I didn't. Again, don't get me wrong, I'm not talking you out of therapy, but remember that it is a therapeutic, regimen that you're on. Like, it's not just you going to go talk to people. Like, it is someone that it has been educated and that is, skilled and trained specifically to be able to handle whatever you may come to them. right? So this is definitely my plug for you to make an appointment with your therapist, or to find a therapist. Okay. There are still, even during COVID, there are services out there for you. Get on somebody's list, get to somebody beyond, just your friends. Of course, the B Mix, we open, but I'm no therapist. That's just it. So, yeah. I just thought I heard something crazy. But yeah, so I was at a place where, I didn't necessarily, I wasn't like dying for therapy, how some of us can feel that way. So, okay, sorry. It was crazy in here. Like I just keep hearing all these noises. But child, so the point is that on my therapy session, I was talking about like, get my story out and just what has, I guess, concerned me. Mhm. Not even calling for me though. That's the thing. Like not even calling for me. Having a good time watching her job. Okay. So child, we get to talking about like me getting my story out and like I said, how it, could impact me. And baby, what I came to realize for myself, right, just out loud with her was that I care about people, right? I care about people that have, harmed me, hurt me, broken my spirit, all of that. And we oftentimes in society, we say that, we want to get to a place where don't push me to the point where I don't care. Don't push me to the point where I don't care. But that's not even necessarily it, because my struggle has been, well, I still care about you as a person just because that's who I am. It may not be necessarily what you deserve, right? Because of either who you are or what you've done to me, but I still care. Whew, right? But what I don't have to do is concern myself, watch this, concern myself with your opinion about my experience, what I took away from my experience at the hands of you, right? So concern is almost like a slippery slope to consume. So it's my job to guard myself, to be sure, and I guess to prevent and avoid me, being consumed, my thoughts being consumed by what you think of your opinion of me. That's where these posts and all that out here that say your people's opinions of you are none of your business. I didn't get that. The old Benia could not have heard that at any point, baby. Like, what do you mean? Like, I wasn't the person that was consumed by someone else's opinion of me, right? But I cared. I was always clear about that. I would find myself in all different types of conversations. People like, I don't care what people think about me. I don't care. But you should. Your reputation is that. And that's how I saw it. Like, well, my name. I wanted to clear my name. Somebody's out here spreading lies or rumors about me. I want to take the time to clear that up, because baby girl, what you're not going to do is think nothing else of me. But again, people will choose to think of you what they will, because that's their choice. That's their business, because that reflects on who they are, not on you, even though that's your name spewing out of their mouth, right? So it's breaking that connection between care and concern and making them working to strengthen them as two substantial, pillars in your life, that you're very clear of who you care about, who cares about you, who you are concerned about, and who is then concerned about you. If I want to really think about it, I would think concern is a little heavier, a little deeper. It's a longer word. It got more letters. I don't know. Whatever you want to take from that, however you got to take it. Concern is a little deeper, a little heavier than care, right? It doesn't take away from care. Y'all, we got to stop that. Oh, that just did something for me. We've been saying this as a Black people, right? That, just because I'm saying that my life matters as a colored person, does not mean that I'm saying that your life matters any less. What it really is just saying that Black lives matter too. Okay. That's it. And that's all. But that's enough to say, because of our treatment for so long, right? From our history of, being on this great land. Okay. So like that, like, so Monty, come on. So, like, but we have to get to a place where even within us, because not that that's all I'm concerned with, because I am an internationally, I don't know, loving person. I love on people. I love God's people. That's all colors, shapes, sizes. I can't help that. Now God is working on me on my like list, okay? Because there's like love list, and then it's moving on. But God's still working on me. But just because I say that, again, if I say that concern is so heavy and it's so deep, it doesn't take away from the fact that care is important as well, right? It's equally as important, even though concern might be a little heavier, might hit a little different, right? It's okay. We as a people in our places, if I say like, I'm beyond, dealing with that thing or whatever, you over there might want to be like, well, that thing matters to me. Okay, baby. I'm not saying it meant, so we have to worry about our delivery, what we're saying, and really how we're saying it. But it's also about what we're saying and how we are receiving it as well. You choose to receive something differently or wrong. I should say wrong, right? Because you can choose to receive it differently. You can absolutely choose to receive something differently. There have been so many times people have said things to me that I know they meant as not a compliment, okay? I know they meant as a dig, a this or that. You know how many times, thank you. That is why a lot of people still, I'm sure, I'm probably accurate, who knows, but that half the people that know me, because that's kind of big, because know me and know of me is what we should say. Half those people can think I'm a BITCH, baby, but the other ones really know that to know me is to love me, like for real, right? But that's really because it's been that interaction, like you meant, to call me something or say something about me, just, oh, thank you. I chose to receive it as a compliment. Ugh, you just think so weird. You think so different. Thank you. Before it became a thing to do, or before we were talking about it becoming a thing to do. So it's your choice. Y'all know I always talk about that. It is your choice. The choice is yours. Everything in life is about choice, as far as I'm concerned. Everything. You choose on how you want to take that. So if we're choosing, right, to narrow in our care list, our concern list, who is concerned and cares about us and who we care and concern ourselves with, make sure that it is then all for the betterment of you, right? The betterment of your family, of your circle, your village, if you have children or if you are in the lives of, in children's lives or a child's life, right? That you make those better decisions. Okay. With that being said, back to my question at hand. Like I ain't forget. Y'all done got y'all new little president now. What now? What you finna do? What's finna be different? What's this work you finna do? What, last week or 2 weeks ago? How many weeks ago did I tell you? Y'all, we got a 90-day plan is all I'm asking. 90 days. That's it. That's it. You got the plan out yet? You started working it? 90 days from now is in February. I'm just gonna go ahead and okay. Woo, I had to catch myself too now. It's okay. Okay, we slip. Baby, we never fall. Okay. Like that's just what it is. Like, okay, so my producer won't love this. So shout out to my producer that he got me on this anime, Blood of Zeus, right? And so I've been watching it. It's on Netflix, y'all. Go check it out. If you're into anime, or even if you're not, I want to be very clear that is even for somebody that may not necessarily, consider themselves to be into anime. Because that was me. I wasn't against it at all. Like, I hate it. That was never me, because I watch probably just about anything. Really, because I love when people suggest stuff to watch. I never know what to watch. I'm the worst TV DJ ever. Never asked me to put something on TV. Promise I was going to put on the same thing over and over. Literally is where my daughter gets it from. Never admitted it before, but it's true. So, child, I'm watching it, right? Still working through it, because I just be taking my breaks on like TV. I think that's just naturally. I don't know, just start watching TV for a while. Really, I've been focused too, y'all. I'm getting work done. It is, y'all, between the baby and the cat, they just knocking all types of stuff over up in here. They don't want mama to get this word out. We finna do it anyway. So, but yeah, and so the blood of Zeus, the episode I was just watching the other, and they quoted and said, the more one suffers in this, I don't even want to tell y'all nothing about it, by the way. Y'all see I skipped over that because I'm the one that winds up telling you everything. So I can't. Just go look into it. Just try it out. Even if you're not into anime, or if you are, just check it out anyway. Look for something to watch. Just put it on. And report back and let me know what you think. So, but the episode I was watching, I got this quote from there, and it said that their belief in there was the more one suffers in this life, the easier they move into the next. Okay. So first I was like, oh, if I share that on the show, I want to flip it and say like, no, not suffers. The more one works. But I was like, well, let's just call it the same thing. Tomato, tomato, right? Suffers as in suffering through the concept of sacrificing, right? Because sacrifice is going to definitely get you closer to what you're working toward. You're going to have to give up something. You're going to lose something along the way. Okay. Suffering as far as there's going to be some disappointment, some heartache, something going to hurt physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. Right. So going hand in hand with sacrifice too. So I'm not saying you're supposed to lose your mind. Get out of that. Right. Get out of thinking like, because it ain't working. It ain't good unless I'm losing my mind. That's not quite it. Okay. But the suffering brings you. Oh God. The suffering and how you define it. Right. It's still all, no matter which other word, whichever synonym you use, it still brings good out of it. God will make it good. That's just what he does. Okay. Everything that was sent to destroy you, it can be turned to work in your favor. It not even can be, it will be turned to work in your favor. Okay. If we talk about what we're saying, we're worried about concern and care, those two versus each other of telling your story. Your story, you went through all of that for a reason, right? In order for you to get to a place where it's like, well, you know what? It's the test of, will you harden your heart? Will you become this sore, bitter person? Or will you continue to be a good person, right? So still being able to care about people, even the very people that might have harmed you or hurt you. But building strength and endurance so much so, and gaining so much wisdom, that, you realize that, I don't have to concern myself with what they think, even though I'm telling my story. Okay. Tell you got a story, write it. I promise. I'm going to always push that. We as a people have to read our own stories. I would love to read, this is me still needing to get back into reading as much as I used to and as much as I love to, but we need to be reading our own stories as far as I would love to read someone. I don't know why I'm looking to my front door, but looking like outside, thinking like that's outside is Baltimore, but like reading stories from people right here, homegrown. Doesn't mean I don't want to read everybody else's story, but by me being from Baltimore, by me being a, young Black woman, a young Black single mother. I mean, I'm not saying those are all the stories I need to read, but it could be a male, a guy that's writing that's from Baltimore, that's Black. I don't know, or Hispanic. It could be a transgender. I don't care. It's just, we need to read our own stories. That is it. We need to write our own stories. It is therapeutic for us to get our own stories out. Okay. I digress. And that is all because in order for us to see a better life, right? And again, with that quote, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the afterlife, as in we have passed on, because I'm still thinking of it as an afterlife, but it can be an afterlife within this lifetime. That's the beauty of it. It's for you to choose to die daily, right? Like they tell us to do in the Bible, right? Die daily, meaning that you are, sacrificing everything that and as you are turning away from, your sinful ways and all of that in order to, live for God and love on him, right? Come over to comment. Imani said, I want to stay a positive person no matter what the world wants to throw at me. And that's it. And the thing is, you can and you will if you speak it. So from now on, don't even say I want to. I will remain maintain a positive attitude, a positive outlook on things, because that's what makes you a positive person. I know I've said this before. I had to have, because it's coming to mind again. But I've dated before, and it's guys like, you just so positive all the time. Nigga, that don't mean that don't mean everything perfect. That don't mean, like, it just means I choose to see, like, I choose my peace. My last ex, like, he just could not believe, like, in all that he saw me going through, because it had only been one boyfriend before, like, that it really saw, like, my stuff before then, and he caused a lot of it, but that's not the point. But child, like I said, the most recent one, he just couldn't believe everything he was seeing me go through. And he was like, only 2 years younger than me, but I don't know, maybe that was it. I'm not sure, child, whatever. But just couldn't believe that I still could maintain a positive be a positive person. And it was because I maintain a positive outlook on things. I can't help that. The more that comes to me and comes at me, I just choose to see the good, because I have to, because if you focus on the negative, it's going to anger you. Just think about it, common sense, think about it logically. Right? If you focus on negative, things, negative behaviors, negative treatment, whatever you want to think of it, right? Or whatever that comes to mind for you, for your experience, that it's going to make you mad. It's going to piss you off, baby. That's what it's going to do. That's just what it is. That's what the enemy's here to do, is to piss you. You cannot think when you're mad. I've quoted my dad before. Like, that is definitely something I've gotten from him. Like, you can't think when you're mad, and it's so true. And if you do, the thing is, people make decisions while they're mad. That doesn't mean you were really thinking and thinking clearly and thinking thoroughly. We have to make thorough decisions these days, even for good reasons, but in good situations and the not so good. It's work for us to do right now. Okay. The thing is, life will have its tough seasons regardless. What you want to do is keep moving forward. Right? Toward the life, or toward the better life that's waiting for you. That's it. Ignore this social narcissism. Like, ignore, but I don't, right? Because I know it's hard to just be like, oh, I see it over there. But it can be. But I'm telling y'all right now, I could teach a class on minding my business. You over there being sporadic and all that, even if it's something I know can affect me, cool. What I'm going to do is focus on what I have control over, what I can do, which is keeping me, my baby, and my cat safe. Like, the 3 of us in here, we keep us safe as much as possible. If there's, some chaos to hit the streets because of Big Joe taking over office, okay, because, y'all little orange presidents peoples, his little fouls and stuff, they finna be mad, or they are mad, very mad, in fact. Okay, cool. Okay, that's something that will worry somebody, but I just choose not to. Again, it's simple. I'm not saying it's necessarily easy. For me, I find it easy because I think I've been practicing and doing it so much that it just comes to me easily. But there are some days where it's like, listen, now I'm trying to find some good up in here now, but now, all right, now. You just keep pressing. Like, we're gonna delve more into social narcissism, because that's cooking something up in me. Like, we're gonna get into that, right? But there's another quote, y'all. I told y'all, bear with me. There's another quote from a pastor that I follow on Facebook, Pastor Marcus Gill. It's pretty cool. International pastor, pretty cool. Always has like a good word, especially like he'll have like quick little words. So you like he on live for just like 20, 30 minutes, catch him here and there. And so he quoted and said, "Never allow the vicissitudes of life to compromise the validity of your faith." And for me, that's even for the non-believer. Because again, if I'm saying the B mix is for everybody, it is, right? I really mean that. You can be atheist on it if you want to. That's your choice. That's your business. I feel like you still could find, validity in something that I'm saying, or that I've said, or that I'm fit to say, right? That's just how I think. I think that we don't have to agree on everything, but I respect people enough because I am respectable. I respect people's opinions and experiences, that I know that there's something you can learn from someone. It may not be everything that they have to say, but it's gonna be something in there. So I listen anyway, right? Um, and so with his quote that, life finna come, life finna hit you, life finna be rough, storms and all of that. We see it right now. Right now, do we see it in 2020 alone? Again, I say 2020 is not the worst year for a lot of us, really, if we think about it. I definitely, there's definitely some years in the past I don't want to be like, yeah, it was okay. That was one. Okay, that was two. Like 2020 ain't really, it ain't all as bad, big and bad and bold as it tried to be now. Like it done something. Don't get me wrong. But I focused on the positive. I refused to allow it to compromise, right? And even though it says the validity of your faith in the quote, and that goes without saying, or that's pretty self-explanatory. But even like I said, for the non-believer, for your belief in the fact that there is good to come. As humans, we have to believe in something. So, child, you might as well just believe in good. Once you believe in good, you have to believe in evil too. So, it kind of forces you to believe in something. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not trying to convert anybody, baby. I'm just in here talking. Okay? I'm just doing what I'm finna do. Doing what I'm supposed to do here. But of course, when we talk about faith, right? And we talk about the fact that, God is showing us favor in this year. The great thing about him is that he's showing us favor, and that's for everybody. Again, even the non-believer, even the person that is thinking about, I don't know, giving their life to Christ, is thinking about, I don't know, even getting back to church, whatever your walk is, or the person that just doesn't even know about God, that wouldn't even think about God, the one that's turned away from, whatever the case may be, he still has showed us favor. He has shown us favor all throughout the 2020. Well, before then, but definitely now. All right? So I ain't gonna lie, look, he could have let y'all's president bust that U-turn. Like, that's some favor up in there. I don't know about nobody else now. But again, don't let it be in vain. Don't let it be the fact that, again, if you don't believe in God, that some higher being, the universe, whoever y'all, getting down to praying to, right? And shaking y'all sage all around and thinking about it and talking to, don't let it be that what they've done on your behalf, if that's your belief, like, well, what God has done, don't let it be in vain. That's how I'm living these days. That's what I choose to do. I choose to live a life full of, like, listen, let me make sure you don't want to do no backsies, because black no trade back. Like, you can't, all the blessings you done gave me, I'm holding on up to them. Got them in the palm of my hand. Okay. And anytime God shows us favor, it's never to bring, I want y'all to catch this. So I'm looking at my notes like, ooh, did I say that? It's never to bring an old thing back. I'm not gonna let that just all in the air. It's never to bring an old thing back, but to do a new thing in our lives. Everything of him is good. Even if the things that don't look good or feel good to us right now, or whatever season or part in your life where that you were dealing with something or facing something that just didn't feel good, baby, he's God. Good comes from God. So even the things we don't want to see as good are being used for our good. So imagine if he allowed coronavirus, right, COVID-19, to sweep throughout the world. We're not just talking about the divided state of America, right? I'm not just talking about that. I'm sorry, did I say that loud? I'm not sorry. That he allowed it to sweep throughout the entire world. Y'all, what y'all finna think? Y'all ain't never thought about that? Like, Lord, what's a common? Something big and good is a common. If you let something big and not so good like this go on and just do what it was gonna do, y'all ain't never think like that? You got to increase your faith, baby. You got to get it there. I'm telling y'all, when I hear people talk now, I love good news to come through my phone. I love it, right? But I equally avail myself to hear the not so good. And when I do, I am now at a place where I immediately think of the good that's coming because of what I'm currently hearing. So is what you're currently in, the stuff that you are currently in, you have to train yourself to get, to get to the place where, you can foresee in a way, or just imagine, or believe in, have faith in, put faith on the fact that something better is coming. And then you look at, you can't look at it from a negative eye and be like, oh, this is so big, this is so bad. Like I was queen of it. Like, let me be sick with a cold, child. Now it's scary to use this example during COVID, but y'all know what I mean. Just bear with me. But let me have been, with a cold. Child, I'm calling people, I'm all over social media. I'm dying. Oh my God. Ah. I know that's why God. Oof, thank you, Lord. He ain't, because I think over, I would have laid my life down. I ain't gonna lie to you. Anyway, but shout out to the fact that there have been plenty of people though that have worked through it and survived. Like, I mean, miracle, because again, so many people do not have that, story to tell. So just saying, everything means something. Okay. So for the people that had COVID and made it through that, baby, please don't take that lightly. Like, for real, do not forget that. Okay, just saying, there needed to be examples of still, wondrous working power. Okay, being had right now. Hey, Chris. Hi, Chris. Like, it's just what it is, right? But God will not bring something old to you when he's blessing you with favor. Right? He doesn't, when he wakes us, because there's favor even in, because we want to see it as a small thing, there's favor even in waking up this morning. That was favor. Please don't think that favor is, oh, I got this new house and we think materialistic. Stop it. Don't do that. Favor is what he blesses us with when he really, he had to. That's mercy. It's grace. It's all mixed up in there, right? When he blesses us with waking up a day, it's not to see the day before. It's to see a brand new day, a day that we have never seen before. Y'all don't just let y'all minds just wander. It could be the fact that we wake up, or come next week, or it could have been this week. Let's just go with this week because we're currently in this week. That this week we woke up, it was Monday, then it could have been Monday, it could have been Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Like, it have to just, and that we will be aware of it, that it's not like, oh, it just feels like we just went on through the same 5 days of the work week. No. He can do whatever he wants to do. Be very clear about that. Somehow he still lets things just roll on through and let things, just go. That's just how he does. He doesn't smite the people that refuse to believe in him. Okay, like some of y'all other little gods out here now. Just whatever. I'm gonna leave that alone. But God really is amazing to the point where I was about to use an example and say about y'all going back to these exes, but I'm gonna go ahead and leave that alone here. But even I'm talking about, I was the person that used to believe in, like, okay, well, the ex, okay, maybe things will work out. And this is a while ago, so please. But, would think that, like, oh, an ex and this and that. No, we're not finna take me back to I'm old. That's why they say, think about why you're not with that person no more, y'all. I would love to hear from somebody that got back with an ex and it worked out great, because that was my problem. I used to have that hope. Like, I know it was people that do that and it was great. I want to hear from those folks, because most of y'all that we talking, it ain't good to go back to no ex, man. Let's be real about that. Okay. They were experienced, they were a season, and gone for a reason. Okay. Or maybe you were the problem. Doesn't matter. They're an ex. Leave them there. God ain't finna now, whatever. But that's even like, you know how they say that, Trouble can't last always, right? Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Okay. Psalm 30. I thought about this too while I was on my notes. Psalm 30 said, he'll remove the sackcloth and replace it with joyous garments. You mean to tell me you're going to dress me in joy? Listen, yes. Okay. So, like, you mean to tell me that he finna dress me in joy, not just bless me with joy. Ooh, y'all know I love him. Y'all know I love a good rhyme. You gonna remove my old thing. You gonna remove the dirty thing. You gonna remove the thing that it didn't really do the job that it was supposed to do. Are we hands on? You gonna remove the person that didn't do and didn't represent all the people that he's supposed to represent, even here within these divided states of America. I keep saying that out loud. That's my bad. Like, no, you're not just going to remove that though. It don't just stop there. You're then going to replace it with something joyous. That's good to me. I don't know about you, but that got me glad. Okay. That made me happy. Because I just can't and y'all, I'm still learning to get more into the word and really like delve into it and keep it in my heart like we're supposed to as believers. Baby, that one hit me. Okay. And I mean hit. You gonna dress me in joy so that what I have on, no, we're not, well, the way we operate now, we need to get to the point where we are not what we have on all, y'all still need to see y'all brands and all that. Please get into the brands out of black designers. Just saying, get into these, please. I swore we canceled Gucci. Really kind of like, I legit don't like y'all pictures when y'all have on your fake Gucci belts. Sorry. Anything Gucci. Sorry. Like, I canceled. Just saying. I don't like the pictures of, anything Gucci. H&M. It was tough. Well, not really. I just let it go. But yeah, I'm not buying anything from there straight up. Now, I will admit, I think I accidentally picked up a pair of pants from the Goodwill. From Savers. Get into them. From the thrift store, y'all, that was by H&M. And it wasn't because, it was just because I knew my daughter would love them. They were cute. Okay? But giving them money directly, it's not happening. I'm not doing that. We canceled them. They showed us that they're racist. Why are we going back to them? Why are we spending like hard-earned money that the man is making us break our backs to make just to go back and give it right back to him? Get it from him and give it to his cousin? Get it from him and give it to his brother? I know you lying. But we canceled them. What's up with our cancel culture? All right. Told y'all I was all over the place tonight. Y'all got to forgive me. I'm just saying. Okay. But even though we're not supposed to be what we're dressed in, it's good to be dressed in joy. I can tell you that is something I will claim and wear proudly. Dress me in joy. Best compliment ever is, girl, you look. You look like it's breaking news up in the building. Okay. I got something for y'all. Okay. Listen. Okay. There is a brand new show premiering Tuesday, November 17th, right here on bigsportsradio.com. It's going to be Tuesday, November 17th at 5 p.m. Okay. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Did I get my fingers right? I did. It's going to be called It's Time to Cook Something. Okay? It's time to cook something. Y'all want to know who's the host? Come on, tell me. Okay. I'm going to tell you anyway. Don't worry about it because I heard y'all. Starring hilarious Omar. Only here on bigsportsradio.com and all of your favorite podcast sources that follow in day. Just like all the rest of your shows. Okay? that you catch on BeExposedRadio.com. Look up Be Exposed Radio, okay, on any of your favorite podcast sources, and you'll catch us, okay? So again, premiering Tuesday, November 17th at 5 p.m. It's Time to Cook Something, starring Hilarious Omar. Catch it and don't miss it. You're welcome. Okay. Y'all welcome. Did I like that? Y'all ain't got to applaud or nothing. Y'all ain't got to say nothing. Whatever. So, what dress you enjoy? Y'all see how joyous I am today? I am dressed in joyous garments. Okay. Child, he will bring you peace during the process. So we have to actually go through the process in order to receive it. That's the thing. You have to go through it. I don't know how else to put it for you. There's no turning back, no turning back. That's it. You can't change it. Again, though, with my question at hand, y'all done got y'all new president. Now what? The work does not stop here. It didn't stop even when y'all, what would have happened? Here's the question. What would have happened if you found out that your little orange president came back, was coming back? Were you going to just give up? He's going to give up the ghost? It's going to go to glory, huh? It don't go like that. You don't just get the call, go and be like, hey, mommy not feeding us, come pick me up, grandma. You don't get to, no. You don't get to do that with God. You don't. You would still have to stay right here. Stay right here and figure it out. So the work that you were planning to do, just in case, because again, we talked about preparing for the worst, that it was possible. Y'all see how close it was. Child, close, okay? Again, 70 million plus people. What it did do was open our eyes to the point where people will follow something that even if you know that you know ain't right, people will still vote for it and root for it and want it back and want it as a leader and choose it over what makes better sense for all people. The sad part is what they didn't realize is that choosing him or trying to choose him again wouldn't even have been good for them, whoever they are. We talking about the black folk right here in Maryland. Jesus, like just the poor white folk. Okay, even the rich ones. He ain't out for them either. That's the thing. He's really out for himself. I digress. So I don't know about you, but I've received everything new and great. I receive that. I'm putting it into the atmosphere. I'm receiving that it'll be released in this season. That's it. That's surrounding me. I know it's coming. I know it's here. I'm seeing it right now because I know it's coming. I see it. I feel it. I know it. And so B tip of the week is, again, I've been told y'all, let's make a 90-day plan. Okay. For the hard heads that haven't even started on it, or that started on it and just really don't know. Let's walk through it. Let's guide through it. Right. B tip of the week, make a prosperity list. Y'all out here manifesting and all that. What you manifesting? What you talking about? Please don't manifest no Gucci belt. Don't manifest no new Honda Civic. Don't manifest. I'm sorry. And I'm not coming for anything, right? But I need you to realize that's not when we say the sky's the limit. That Honda Coupe during tax time with the paper tags on it, then more than likely, I ain't gonna say more likely to be crazy. I'm sorry. I take that back. That Honda Coupe with the paper tags as you get during tax time is not the sky. No, we're bigger than that. We're beyond that. Okay. Promise. We're beyond that. We need to manifest prosperity even in a pandemic. I've said that before. God is doing something where he is really bringing forth, so much, even in this time, even in what, people want to believe is a dead season. Child, it's harvest time now. That's it. That's it. Okay. So you have to plan it out. You have to do the work. The work at least starts with, oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So the work starts with your plan. If you do not plan, you will fail. That sound familiar about our folks, our people? Now I love us now. It's not about, calling it out just to talk and gossip about it. We calling it out. I said, y'all, we're in the season of lifting up the rug, not to sweep anything else under, but to sweep from beneath it. Okay. To clear out from under the rug. Whatever we've swept under, you got to lift that thing up and you got to sweep from under there. We have to call it out in order for it to be clean. Cleanliness is next to godliness. However, whatever you need, whatever cliche you need, that we need to clean it up within the household of the Black folk. Okay, we got to clean a lot of things up, but what we can't do is look at it as a too big, objective, a too big goal to achieve. Like it's not. We can do it. Now, I want to be honest with you. It doesn't necessarily mean that all of us right now that are doing this work that we might not see it in this lifetime. That don't mean we can't and not supposed to set the foundation. That's it. The foundational work and time for foundational work is now. We can recreate and reinvent the wheel. That's okay. I know a lot of us and a lot of type of work that we do now. We'll hear that in meetings like, the point is not to reinvent and recreate the wheel. Sure, that's for their plan and their objectives and their missions and all that. The mission for our people, yeah, we need to be doing that now. We need to be redefining terms and phrases, what it means to us. Because remember, the very beginning, what I talked about is being able to make our list of demands as a people to our oppressor, if we ever even really want to ask him for anything, which I'm hoping that along this road and ride with me, y'all realize that we don't want to run it. But go ahead. Okay, we'll get there. I know you enjoyed that tour, honey. It's okay, baby. I promise. I did too. Definitely pay bills. I gave it right back to the man. But we have to start with a plan, right? So this is why I said about the 90-day plan again, for anybody that needs help with making this 90-day plan for, again, just like when we thought that, it was very possible for that orange president of yours to come on back. We needed to be able to plan our way through. So we needed to be able to see ourselves in the next 30 days, to see ourselves in the next 60 days, and to see ourselves in the next 90 days, and then to plan beyond that, right? So, but even with the new president, y'all, can we just call it the obvious? He's still a white man. I ain't saying he can't, do for us, but no giving. We do have sir, okay? Hey, sir. But my point is, I am not taking anything. Remember what I said. This is why I built that up earlier. Remember what I said about when if you speak to one thing, it doesn't mean that, you're breaking down the other. So I'm not finna trust in probably fully is what I mean. I can't give my full and utmost trust and faith in anybody that takes that over office. What I do and what I can give my full and utmost and total trust and faith in it is the person that sits upon the throne, okay? And that's my Lord and Savior, okay? So that's where my trust and my faith is. So meaning knowing that man can fail is my point. So yeah, we got Sir, okay? She gonna bust through with the pantsuits. Side note, y'all, I didn't heard y'all talk about it. Please don't expect her to come through with no Michelle Obama fashion. She's not gonna do that. That doesn't mean she look bad or nothing, but she's not busting through there with the dresses and all that. She just gonna go to work. Okay? So go on, get off Miss Harris. Here, Madam Vice President Harris, please. Sorry, I got a little happy, y'all. Excuse me. I'm just getting used to saying it. That's it. Ooh, that make me happy, Lord. Okay. But the point is that you have to plan regardless, no matter who was to take that office. And the plan you need to work that plan just as much as you would have worked if what's that boy name again? Because I call him y'all's president so much. Trump, that's his name. Trump and Pence. If they was to come back through there, with the flower on the toupee, on his bang, you still need to work that same plan you was finna work. if they were to come back, just because we have Biden and Harris. No, it does not change. You still need to work on you. You still need to, be a present and positive, influence in your community, in your family, for yourself, for your children, in your family, in your households, in your neighborhoods, in your communities, in our cities, in our states, in our country, in this world, in the kingdom. Come on. Everything sounds like a lot of work, but for real, when you do the work on self, that builds your inner man. So that way you're automatically just like, all right, well, shoot, this we got to do then. We just got to walk in and go ahead. The biggest thing is just to talk yourself into doing that work on the inside, talking yourself into getting into the place of moving your feet. Okay. But before we move our feet, we need to plan for it. Okay. Again, the lack of planning, the result is failure. That's just it. Okay. So we're making a prosperity list because we're manifesting prosperity again, even out of this season. So it's just for you though. That's the thing. Your prosperity list is just for you. I'm always talking about working on self. And I'm a person that, holds people down. I come through for people as much as I can. I look forward to, and I take pride in the fact that people, lean to me for, whatever, but it's still because it's because I think I've been trusted, right, by God and just by the people that come across, even without thinking about it, that I've been entrusted with the responsibility of carrying people because I work on self so much. And given it stems from, past experience and traumas and this and the third, but still, okay, I do it. That's all that matters. Okay, now why I do it. Somebody doing a great job, you're not really going to ask them, well, why? Why you doing a good job? Mama, I got straight A's. Why you get straight A's? Hey, stop. You do that to that baby. Don't you ask that baby nothing. And some of y'all really are asking dumb questions. The point is, your prosperity plan is just for you. Be tip of the week. Make a prosperity plan. Let's walk through it. It's for no one else. Again, just for you. If you need to juggle more than one, because I know for me, like I've said this before, that I feel like I do better work when I have more than one thing to juggle. It's just how my brain is operates and is wired. So if you feel like you need to juggle more than one for the purpose of this list, make 2 lists. Because I'm that crazy person, I make more work for myself and all the time. Any paper I had to write, I couldn't just choose, write a paper on red or write a paper on blue. I was writing it on, if both red and blue and then purple and always doing so much work for myself. Y'all can't help it. Y'all got the can't help it's about it. Y'all let me know if my lips dry, okay? Because I'm telling you right now, I put something on them, but baby, moving on. But you're making 2 lists. Because if you feel like you have to, right? Make a list. And I think this is important anyway, even if you don't feel like you need to make more than one list. Because once you make this list, and like I said, we're about to walk through it, then go through and separate it, right? But for the people that feel like you have to juggle it and you can't just make one list, like just for yourself, you just you gotta do more work, gotta do something. One, you're making a contingency plan, okay? For both one is for your outer being, and then the other is for your inner being. Okay, those are your 2 lists. So since you feel like you have to, make more than one list, it's still for you. It's still for your inner self and for your outer self. Okay, for your spiritual self and for your physical self. It's for you. What are you committing to bettering for your spirit? What are you committing to better your spirit? What do you say? Oh, okay. I was just, it wasn't really rhetorical. I was kind of just throwing it out there. Okay. You can absolutely, comment, call in, text, let me know. But at the very least, take this note on the list you need to make for yourself going into the new year. Y'all, I mean, we halfway through November of 2020. Did you ever think we'd see the day? Y'all, and just yesterday, we were in the middle of March being shut down, trying to figure out like, okay, this will blow over by the summer. We about to be out here doing, no, not the summer. Okay, so it was just, it's gonna be the fall. Okay, the winter, not the winter either. Like, no, it's not over yet. Hello, anybody else heard that we're preparing for worse? No? Okay, just okay. We can bypass that. Don't worry about it. We'll come back to it though. What are you looking to strengthen for your divine connection? Put that on your list. Put that on your prosperity list, because prosperity is not just materialistic. Okay. What do you need to do to properly prepare your physical body moving forward into the new year, into this current flu season? What do you need to do? It does not start and end with the flu shot. That's all I'm saying. I need us all to be aware of our own immune systems, our own, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Some stuff can probably be interchangeable, right? You can go on both lists. You can write it twice to show you, the work that needs to be done. You want to write your vision and make it plain. You want to list out the things that you're going to do for your spiritual self. You want to list that out. You want to write it down. You do. I'm not asking. I'm not yelling either, but I'm not asking. Let me tell you the importance of making this list. Okay. I had to think about it. I had to think about how I want to make sure I got it across. So just like when we buy something, right? You purchase something, so you make a purchase, point of sale, right? And then you receive what? As a response to your purchase, you receive a receipt. Receipt, right? That is now your proof of purchase, proof that you invested in something. Often we invest in everybody else's vision, everybody else's mission, not even knowing. Do you know Walmart's vision and mission statement? Huh? What do you say? Okay. I'll say again. Do you know, let's go online. Here we go. Do you know Amazon's vision and mission statement? Well, you said you got a whole bunch of stuff over Prime Day. You was mad because the first day you was gonna get it right away, and the second day was like on a month back. What you say? Okay. So we're talking about online purchases and orders. This is even better for the prosperity list. It's coming back, y'all. I promise. Please don't think I went on a tangent. I'm coming. Wait for me though. Wait for me. Baby, when you make a purchase online, select your items. Okay, I'm getting this. They had it in my size. Okay. Got a couple of them. Oh, Mama Duke and now back. Christmas about to be on. Okay. You paid for it. It ain't come. Now I double checked it. I know I paid my Prime this month, so I should have got it. Okay. I ain't get it yet. Okay then. What do I have? Oh, I have proof that I made this investment, that I used my hard-earned money. Okay. That I have something substantial, right? I have evidentiary support, whatever y'all need to, y'all love to, and nobody else watched Legally Blonde. All right, whatever. My movie, by the way. Like I have supporting documents or a supporting document to say that I did this thing. So we have to find that in everything we do, there is validity, there is significance, there is importance. We don't just do something. We have to stop just doing stuff just because. Don't just be out here making these arbitrary, purchases and this and that. Make it make sense. Even tell yourself, you know what? I'm doing this because I just got to waste a little money. I'm in here. I just been looking for something to spend my money on. I'm in this Walmart. I'm just pick up, a couple little things, whatever. Right? Even just acknowledge that your purpose in that day or that time was to waste a little money. Make sure you got an amount in mind. And then even if you in Target and you in that little $5 section or whatever, I'm just looking to waste money, then use that stuff, go donate that somewhere. Try to find out. The holidays and stuff are coming up. Find out anybody in your local area, or however you can figure out. It can be family, whatever, that you can donate and give this to some child that somebody not gonna be able to do Christmas. Just saying. Okay, so follow me. You have made a choice to spend your money that you work for. And this definitely goes to my folks that unfortunately during COVID have not been working or not been able to work as much. So have probably been struggling a little more, financially than they had, prior to COVID, right? That now you're making purchases. So whatever you're spending your money on, and I don't even care if you feel like, oh, I got it. It doesn't matter. You're still spending your money because that's money you could have just saved. You could have just kept. I'm talking to myself out loud too now. Please don't get it twisted. So you've made an investment, okay, to someone else's company, something that somebody else owns. You don't own that. You don't have no stock in it. Nothing's coming back to you beside these items, this materialistic, this tangible thing in your hand that could perish, that could be lost, stolen, can break, that you'd have to buy another one, whatever the case may be, right? If it won't take more money to replace it, right? If it's something that comes with a warranty, it's going to take some of your time. Time is definitely most precious because you'll never get it back. Why? Because what I say in the beginning, God grants us something new every day. So he gives us a new second, a new minute, a new hour, day and month, and a day and week and month and year and decade and generation. It doesn't give us old. It's for us to make sense of it and make do with the new. Ooh, that just got good to me. Make do with the new. That's whoo. Y'all, I'll be making myself glad up in here. Okay. But again, so if you've made this investment in something that you need to make sure that it matters. Because if this thing does not come, so again, I've made my purchase online. Stay with me. And I have to now prove that I've done that for you not to just dismiss my case. Anybody had that happen before? Like, hey, I made this purchase and y'all done got hooked on it. And during Corona, Lord have mercy, the old folks. Y'all make sure y'all check on your old aunts and uncles and grandmamas and granddaddies and them, and mamas and daddies and all that. That's getting got. It's not funny. Getting got on social media with these sponsored ads. My mama asked me about one more. Mama, don't you spend that money on me when you could be giving me. Anyway. So have you ever been dismissed for, doing your part? Like, hey, I wanted it. I bought it, paid everything. I even paid, extra shipping, like what, express shipping. Like I ain't get nothing. And it's been a couple months, right? You have proof that you've made this investment, that you took the time out of your day to do a thing, to spend your money and invest and put some trust in. Mind you have to think about what you're saying when you make these purchases. You're saying, hi, Walmart.com. I trust that I'm going to give you money that I worked for. I'm going to give it to you because I want something that you have. I could find it elsewhere or learn to create it myself, learn to make do with what I have. But for my convenience and complacency and I don't know, let's just stay there, convenience and complacency. I want to just give you the money that I'm working for. I want to give it to you to invest in your vision and mission that I have no clue of what that says. I have no clue of what your goal as a company, as an organization is. If you care about my type of people, if you care about my children, if you care about my household, my cat, my dog, my fish, my turtle, like, I don't know, but I'm just going to give you the money that I've been working for and trust that you're going to make sure that I receive these items. Knowing that there are humans, there are people that are flawed and that can make mistakes that work for you, because I'm also a person that's flawed and that's human and can make a mistake, and that it's possible that things can slip through. That you all as humans working for this organization are depending on technology and computers, and that my order might have, I don't know, could have been a glitch in your system that I wouldn't even be aware of because I'm so far removed from the process that I'm trusting in and giving my money to. Talking good tonight. I don't know about nobody else. And so I'm trusting that. And when that does not happen, and I have to now call in and to inquire about my investment. So I have to call in and see what happens in my order that I have yet to receive. And it's now way beyond the time that I was expected to receive it based off of what you all said. Now I have to inquire about that. And I don't have, oh no, I don't have, my receipt. So you dismissed it and my money was lost. But I have my proof of purchase. I have my receipt. Okay. My receipt, or I'm sorry, my evidence that, I did something for you, for your company. I have that. And now you can look into it. I can give you an order number, an item number, and this, that, and the third, a receipt number, a confirmation number, go as far, I don't know, a customer ID, because I'm a member of this, this particular company. And y'all take membership fee out of my account because I'm giving you my bank information on a regular basis. You have access to it. And I'm just freely, no matter if somebody breaks into y'all system and all of that, and they have now access to my stuff. Like, it might be a big company, but it's built up of all these little customers and clients. Like, we're not little, we matter. These companies wouldn't exist and wouldn't flourish, rather, without us. Okay. I'm not beating down any company. What I do want us to do is to shift all of that mind, that effort and time and mind space and energy into making these investments into our businesses. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Now, I know it ain't no Black Walmart yet, because I still got hope. Okay. And I would pray and hope that Black Walmart comes and is not bought out by Walmart, but I'm talking about that another day. But so back to the prosperity plan. Y'all ain't forget. I ain't forget. Back to that. The importance and significance of your plan, your prosperity plan, because you said you're manifesting goodness and greatness for your life and for generations to come from you, starting now. So you have to make a receipt now for the vision that you have now for things to come. Make your receipt. Write your vision and make it plain. Create a receipt for your vision, because you're declaring victory over it. That's your faith. That's your trust. Not in man. Once you trust in man, man will fail you all the time. At any time can man fail you. Lord have mercy. Okay? And I'm saying mankind, I'm not just beating up on the men, okay? So a woman can fail you too, but highly doubtful Black woman. I'm joking. I know. Y'all didn't ran across a lot of little triflings apparently that broke your little hearts. I get all that, cool. But you're declaring victory over it, and it's advanced proof of ownership of whatever it is that you know and believe and feel and need to come to you. You're declaring that you will own that. You're writing it down now and saying that I will have this, I will do this. In order to do the work, you have to see the work slip. You have to get an idea of what's on the plate, what's on the table to be worked on. We don't get to walk around anymore without writing lists of what we need to do, what we want to see. But right now, I'm only challenging you to write down what you will do. What are you going to work on? Are you going to meditate more? Then that already told you about writing that on the list. Watch this. This is how the work comes. Why people don't understand that a part of the work takes you to write it down and to make it plain. Because if I say on my prosperity list for my inner man, my spiritual man, that I'm going to meditate more, then I go back to review my list, seeing meditation. If I've never meditated in my life, but at least I've heard of it. I didn't heard people talking about, I say, and what they told me, yum, your heart and kale. Okay. I didn't watch, Tina Turner. Okay. I didn't watch that Angela Bassett and then Buff Arms. I didn't watch her and she was chanting. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, but that helped her out because she was getting all beat up on. So maybe, maybe that might help in my situation. Me seeing that word meditation on my list is going to make me look it up. Now I'm doing the work because now I'm doing the research. Now I'm looking into it. And all this is just to help build me up, because now I'm saying without saying that I realized the imperativeness, right? The significance, I'm trying to just make sure y'all get it, like the severity of me working on myself. I'm saying that without saying it. I'm doing the work of it without having to even say it, because I've already said it by just writing a simple word on a piece of paper and making it plain and posting it somewhere, putting it on my refrigerator, putting it in my car, putting it somewhere where I'll see it, not for it to be lost. Because I'll tell you right now, even if you did write a list and it was eaten up by the cat, the kids ripped it up, they colored all on it or whatever, it's going to be on your mind, because it took for your mind and your heart, your spirit and your soul to come together and be like, listen, baby girl, baby boy, we got work to do. And it starts with you. Come on, I am busting rhymes out on y'all tonight, baby. Y'all ain't catch that one? Whatever. It's saying, it's acknowledging, y'all know that's my word, love acknowledgement. It's acknowledging the work that is to be done. And we are out of the days of being afraid of the work that needs to happen. We're out of those days, y'all. I'm speaking from myself, like I'm speaking from a place of being like, kind of okay. I've been, working in the community, doing a little bit, working for the youth, okay. Like I put my stamp on it. Oh no, sir. God said, girl, not at all. It's been way too many times have I heard, and has the confirmation been declared over my life that God has been waiting on me. It's so much more that he's waiting to come out of me. And I was just like, at first, girl, wait on what? It's here now, baby. It's coming. It is a coming. I'm finna be rapture ready, okay? What y'all went to the rapture? Baby, I'm gonna be dressed. Dressed in joyous garments. Come on, y'all. I'm bringing it home for y'all tonight. Okay, all right, whatever. And here's the thing. With your prosperity list, okay, and your plan, your prosperity plan, you might not have seen what you've declared yet, but you have your proof of ownership list, so it's coming, right? Because remember, you put your trust in what you made that order, right? You made your purchase online, and it's coming. So you just keep on going on about your day. I don't know about y'all, but I'm always surprised when you're like, oh my God, I got something new. What a surprise. This is beautiful. Girl, it was coming. Paid your little money 2 weeks ago. Shut up. That it's coming. So again, that's saying, think about the strength and the power and the authority that you are saying and speaking over something just in your action. So that's why all that you do needs to be for good. Just by making a purchase, you're saying, I trust in your business. I trust in your vision and your mission. That's why we have to be careful of what companies and organizations that we're supporting and investing in. No, you're not going and saying, I'm getting stock. But baby, you're the consumer. You're buying, you're the client. You're receiving a service being rendered. Like, yeah, you're investing. Okay. So again, even if you don't see what it is, because right now, even though, remember earlier I said, I see something coming on. I don't see it literally, besides knowing that I desire, a husband. That's about the only thing I know for sure. Like, oh no, I'm not. This is other stuff, actually. But I don't see it. Like I feel it. So it's my spirit that knows it's coming. And that's good enough for me. And so I keep making my physical being, I keep bringing myself to my physical knees. Amen. Like to make sure that I'm just professing and praying that, Lord, hey, listen, Lord, now, because the connection you got with me, right? My spirit, she feels something up in here. Okay. Well, it might be here. I don't really know. But I'm gonna lie, I'll be like a little manly. They like my brother used to call me Benia instead of Benia. So I don't know. Like I don't know if my spirit man or it doesn't matter. But my point being that, I'm sitting there like, okay, I'm on my physical knees, Lord, because my spirit feels you saying something. And so I'm trying to get more in tune with my spirit man, right? And it could, just like when you're working out physically and all of y'all, anybody on a fitness tip right now and realize how easy it is to fall off, even when you know that you was serious? Same thing when you're working on connecting And aligning your physical man with your spirit man. Same thing. That the more you working on it, you making strides, you looking good, you looking fit. You started eating some chicken, fried chicken. Oh Lord, because you was hungry and you just ain't know how to stop. And then you back big again. Like that's your physical. Stretching away from your spirit. You was working on, you was getting closer and closer to your spirit, and you started eating that chicken or whatever. Started eating that whatever. That steak, whatever, that greasy food, whatever. And it brought you right back. Like, dang it, I was getting closer. Right? So if you can't see, right, what you're declaring, you already have the ownership, right? Your proof of ownership, rather, your list. And so you know that it's coming. You get to trust in it. You get to believe in it. You get to, where's your belief of ownership? That's another question for you tonight. Where is it? Where's your belief? I want to G-check somebody. Belief check somebody. That was corny. But really, faith check somebody. Like, is it based off confirmation? Do you only need confirmation? You need that confirmation number? I don't know about nobody else, but even before I get the thank you for your personal, as soon as I done click something and know that I put my correct bank in something, oh baby, I know that thing coming. That's before I done got the email, because some of it, they have to process it, and then they see your confirmation, all that. That little bit of time, sometimes it can have you sweaty. What's that? Oh Lord, what's that? That's not Keegan. Michael, dang it, I can't think of his name. Lord, but that GIF that got him sweating all profusely from that Key and Peele show, child, now, listen, like, and sometimes we'll have some of us like that, like, okay, that confirmation, I'm just, come on, please, Lord, please. Then you get it like, oh, my shoe's coming. Coming. I'm gonna bust them out on that. It's like, where is that? You only believe that it's coming once you get that confirmation number? Because my thing is, I didn't call before I didn't receive a confirmation. Excuse me. I know I put my stuff in. Where's my confirmation? Oh man, we had to process. Sorry, okay. Because I know that I know. I had trust in the fact that my card number went through. Okay, right? So, can you see yourself at a place of believing without confirmation? It's good when we receive it. It's so good. God spoke, my husband's name to me and all that, but I might get into that next week, y'all. Y'all, I did not acknowledge or recognize or know the voice of God. And so I doubted, it was a domino effect. I started questioning and doubting and this and that, and almost like challenging God. I always say, I feel like it's okay to question God, like, because it's telling him, it's going to him like, listen, I know you created everything, you know everything, you're everywhere all the time, so I'm going to ask you, because she don't know, right? I ain't even going to ask her, I'm going to just ask you, Lord. But don't challenge him. I think that's like the no. Okay. But y'all just out here just believing all willy-nilly. Like, can you do that? Can you just believe all willy-nilly? Or you need something. You need something hard and firm. Like, go ahead, there's something out here that you believe in that is not. It could be that trifling nigga that you with. It could be that trifling female that you with. Like, so please, okay? Spare me. It's a thing, though. Just to believe. Just because. But here's the thing about your list. Your priority plan. Oh, I gave it away. For your prosperity plan, prioritize. Usually we prioritize because I also, okay, let me say this first and then go back to that. When you prioritize, I also want you to time stamp it. So when you will see this, because mind you, you're making a 90-day plan. So at least that's your time. Between the next 30 to 90 days, you're time stamping each thing on your prosperity plan for your inner being and your outer being. But even though you're time stamping these things, don't prioritize them by way of the order in which you gonna do them or work on them, or you're able to figure them out, or make some progress. Prioritize them by way of importance to you. Now, mind you, they're all important. So you're only making a list of things that are important. but prioritize them to the point of what's number one being most important to you. So you can draft this plan, might just work, and it's okay. Draft it, just jot some stuff down, brainstorming phases, just getting it all out. But then you want to narrow it down to make this that actual list of things that you're going to work on. And you might even come up with something like, okay, this is my first 90-day plan. And then after that 90 days, it's going to be the next one. You can do that with that brainstorming thing. So don't get rid of the brainstorming either. See how everything plays a part, right? So I know we're going back to school and all, like we're writing papers and all, but it's important. So remember how we would ask like certain things we're doing in school, like, when am I going to use this and apply this in life? They didn't tell us that we would be applying it to things that we didn't know we would have to work on. Okay? I'm just still trying to figure out what a Pythagorean theorem. Now, mind you, I love math and all that. So I'm not one of those people that feels like, wait, am I going to use this? Because I just loved doing it. But I'll still figure out where that comes into play, like in like real life issues now. But I'm sure it does. But you want to prioritize your list, your items on your prosperity list by way of importance to you. Again, all of them are important. So you'll go through the brainstorming and select what's most important. And then you'll prioritize to what is most and least important, all of them being important. So if you have, let's give a number. Let's try to shoot for 7 things, 7 items. Now, again, at least I gave you the idea. If you have to make more than one list, it's still just for you that even between your inner man and outer man list, those 2 lists, if they even total up to 7 things, that's fine. I'm not saying it has to be 7 on each list. Okay? 7. 7 is a number completion. I don't know. Number 7. Let's just go with that. Okay? Let's work on that. Report back to me. Let me know. Let me know next week. Might even give y'all 2 weeks to get through it. Yeah, by Thanksgiving. Yes. Let's check in at Thanksgiving about your prosperity plan. I'm going to make a note of that. Okay? All right? Just remember before we get out of here, I got some more to talk about and get into and talk more about this next week, but remember that it's your prosperity plan. That is about what you look forward to God to make prosperous and to make prosper for you during a pandemic. And it doesn't mean it's happening right now. Again, it's for the next 90 days, but in this pandemic, what can you, like, remember we talked about allowing yourself to dream again. We allowed the pandemic to snatch some of our dreams and all of that. Like, no, we can't do that. It's time to dream again. Allow yourself to dream and to do the work now, right? So even in a pandemic, God is and can and will make you prosper in a pandemic. He'll do just that, but you have to believe in him and you have to do the work, right? So do that. So start with this plan, but don't make it materialistic. Don't you dare put on your list again about your, fake Gucci belts, fake Prada bags, fake Birkins. Even if they're the real ones, don't you dare. Don't you dare. I'll take it all back about the fakes. It was just more so of the name brand. If they fake, that means that you supported some local hustler, on the street that was selling the purses. I'm not mad at that. But don't feel like you have to perpetrate these brands. Okay? That's not what we're doing. Reach out to these Black-owned businesses, okay? Get some products and things from them. That being said, it's been another episode and another week right here on the B Mix Show on BeExposedRadio.com. I appreciate you. I adore you. I love you. Work on that prosperity plan. Okay? Until next week. Peace. Oh, where was I? I was right here the whole time. Damn it. Oh, that was so good.